I have a question for you. Are you a Trapper player that hates survivors with every essence of your being? If so, I might just have the build for you. I'm not even gonna lie, the last 3 videos I recorded, I was playing Trapper completely wrong, but I think I got it down straight right now. Basically what I was running before was Deadman, Scourge Hook, Surge, and Brutal Strength. Pain Res, not Scourge Hook, I'm stupid. Basically it's your run-of-the-mill gen regress, pretty cringe, works on any killer. Nothing really too special about it. But this build I've created today is actually centered around Trapper's ability, which is why I think this genuinely might be the best build that I've ever created for any killer, bar none. And here it is. So starting off, we have Brutal Strength. Destroy drop pallets, breakable walls, and generators 20% faster. Enduring. You reduce the duration of pallet stuns by 50%, has no effect while carrying a survivor. Iron Grasp. Effects of survivors struggling are reduced by 75%. Time to struggle out of your grasp is increased by 12%. This is really good for Trapper, and I'll explain why later. Corrupt Intervention. Now this one is completely optional, but you can earn this. You can earn this killer with Iridescent Shards, so you don't have to buy Plague or anything like that. 3 generators located furthest from you are blocked by the entity for 120 seconds at the start of the trial. This is crucial because it saves you a whole bunch of time. Also, when somebody enters the dying state, it deactivates, so you might want to keep that in mind, especially if you're running the Honing Stone. This is almost why I'd recommend the Bloody Coil over the Honing Stone if you are running this perk. This add-on is so usable to me that I don't think it matters that much. I'm going to continue using it. I also recommend this because one of Trapper's biggest weaknesses is his mobility. He can't get around the map very quick. He doesn't have a teleport. He's a pretty slow killer compared to some of the others. So this might be very helpful for some of you. I also have 2 extra notes that might be of importance to you. So this build is completely free. The only killer that you do have to buy per se is with Iridescent Shards, and that's the Plague. You start with both Trapper and the Hillbilly, so you don't have to worry about these. All you gotta do is put a Prestige on Hillbilly and put a Prestige on the Plague, and you're chilling. And also, the perks are in order of importance from left to right. So the ones on the right are the ones that are more optional than the ones on the left. So if you're going to replace any of these perks, I'd recommend starting with Corrupt Intervention, because mainly after 120 seconds this perk is useless, so you're basically running with 3 perks. But to me, that extra time saves a lot of value, and I 100% recommend this. So these 2 perks here kind of play off of each other, because it pretty much makes pallets much more useless for them, because if you can find a good pallet waster, one of the survivors that basically likes to run from one pallet to another, just drop them without a second thought, then you pretty much already won the game, because then all you got to do is trap off all the god pallets that they can loop you at for like 30 seconds. They're going to be put in a dead zone. There's nowhere they can go. Like all the god pallets are trapped. All of the non-god pallets, so like your shitter pallets, they're going to be gone. Like, they're going to be gone because you're just going to run one of the stupid survivors from one to another, and there you go. You're cooking. And here's Iron Grasp. So I'm going to explain why this perk is very, very good. Specifically for Trapper though. I'm not sure if there's too many other killers that could make this very viable. Maybe the Hag would be good. Other than that, I don't really know. I think Trapper and Hag are like the only killers that are actually really going to benefit off of this perk right here. So I'm pulling up this little graph that I've created, that I've cooked up here. So the green dots represent your traps. So assuming that these are at a good loop, like maybe a TL wall, something like that, somewhere where they can loop you for a good minute. And then we got hooks here. So obviously there's gonna be more hooks on the map than this, but this is just for example purposes, so you get the point. And we have generators are red. You can see I have a lot of the traps placed near generators. Obviously that's something you're going to want to do because the survivors have to go to the generators at one point or another, right? But let's say this little black X here is the point where you down a survivor. If you don't have Iron Grasp, there's no way in Hades you can make it to here, right? And you're not going to want to take them to this hook because look, there's no traps in the radius. Like, so when people go to save, they got no pallets, nowhere to run to. So there you go. You've just cooked these survivors. They got nowhere to go. You're guaranteed getting a hit. So you can take them up here instead of taking them here, because this is the last place you'd want to take them, because they're just going to get a free save, and then there you go. You're going to have to come back up here anyway to patrol the gens and all that, because this is where all your traps are. Because at the end of the day, Trapper is an in-game killer. You're going to see, it's just inevitable. Gens are going to pop if you're playing Trapper. You have to deal with that. You have to learn how to be mentally okay with the fact that this generator gonna pop, this one gonna pop, This one gonna pop. This one probably gonna pop. This one could pop. If you can get a 3 or 4 gen situation on the survivors, you should be chilling at the end of the day. And finally, corrupt. I think I pretty much already explained this one pretty well. But it just saves you a bunch of time at the beginning. You can go around. It gives you extra time to decide where you're gonna set your traps. It also gives you time to go and set your traps, which, like I said, he can't move around very fast, so it's very helpful in my opinion. But before I test this build out and show it to you guys in the actual game, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Honestly, making these videos has been really fun for me, so I hope you guys are enjoying the content. And let's get into a game. Alright, I hope you guys are ready to watch these survivors get folded like it's origami in this bitch. Let's go! Alright, so I'm going to trap off this little section over here. Oh, I guess there's no window, so maybe not. Maybe I'll trap right here. So I have a feeling they might try to run up here at some point in the game. I'm going to pick up this generator over here. Pick up this trap over here, because I don't think it's going to be serving much use over here. See, I'm going to set a trap right here. This is a pretty decent pallet. It's kind of a shitty pallet, but it's kind of a good pallet at the same time. I'm going to set a trap on the inside of this window because somehow I didn't see it before. Alright, so they're already popping gens, but that's fine by me. So I'm going to come sack up, trap up, sack. I'm getting my words mixed up left and right today. I don't know what the fuck. So it looks like she's going to be camping upstairs. First thing I'm going to do is trap off this pallet here, because this pallet here is very, very annoying. Trap off the inside of this window. I hear a gen somewhere that's doing progress, so we need to regress that shit. It's over here.
Yeah.
Where did you come from? I can get this. There we go. Free hit right here. I get a hit indeed. Let's go. Alright, so he's gonna drop that pallet. Let's go. I'm just gonna leave him injured so I know they got a heal. Alright, so maybe I can run him into a trap. I think he's taking me inside. He's going upstairs. Let's go! Let's go! I told you! I knew that trap! I knew that trap was gonna work. It's too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Another trap. Same spot. Let's go. And you said it. Clearly these traps both work. I'm gonna pick her up. Throw her ass on a hook. Perhaps this one over here would be a good hook. Trap off this window right here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna trap off the outside of this window. Set the trap right here. Looks like this trap needs to be reset. Might as well. Don't see any scratch marks over here, so it looks like they're healing. Oh my god, this game is too easy. I just got a basement hook. Let's go. Alright, so somehow he ended up over here. There's no way someone's getting the pallet safe. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That was so close. Oh, I got a basement hook. This is so good. This is such a good start. Let's go. Right there. Somebody's going to have to come get that save. Take that back right here. Alright, so I got a trap on that window. Maybe I should take a trap upstairs. Put it right here. See if I can catch somebody trying to get a save. Sneaky little save. Looks like there's 2 basement hooks. It's wraps. The game's over. GG, guys. Good luck on your next one. I don't even have to try. I don't have to think. I don't have to do anything. The game plays itself for me. I'm so good. It looks like I see... Why do so many survivors try doing that to me? It don't work. If I can get this down here, then it's going to be a lot of pressure for the other person. Honestly, I'm just going to let her go, because she's going to have to come back to get those saves at one point or another. Alright, she's down. Is this injured? got all 3 injured. This is great shit. Alright, run inside there. Got the sack pallet, let's go. Aw, man, I should have trapped off right there. That would have been so good. She would have been trapped. Alright, so that pallet there is safe. Alright, so get the flashlight saved. Can't see anything. I'm relying solely on volume, and I suck. They're healing and they're not doing things, so I need to come back on the thing soon. So if I can't get anything like the next 10 seconds, I'm gonna give it up. I think I got a hit here. I don't have a hit. Let me get that pallet though. Alright, I'm gonna let her be. Actually, never mind, I got it. Alright, so where can I hook you? That is a good spot to hook you. Right here. It looks like there's no pallets nearby. And on the other side of here, I'm going to go set some traps. I'm going to try to get saved. They are going to regret doing so. Alright, so chances are they're probably doing gens. Where am I going? Alright, so I know you were upstairs. You just made a big mistake, buddy. Alright, so he ran off the second with the killer radius. Alright, so I believe I get it down here. Gotcha. Well, he had dead hard, that's wild. Alright, take that, take that, take that! Take it! Take it! Take it! I dare you! Take it! I suck. Gotcha. Gotcha. He should be out the game. I'm not sure if he's out. He's out, never mind. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I'm on the Quentin. Oh no, that's not good. That's the I'm stupid. Let's see if I can win this guy into a trap. There's a trap over here, but I don't think it's on anything. Yeah, that's just a nothing trap. Let me get that. Alright, looks like there's a trap over in that direction. But I don't think it's on anything. Gotcha. Alright, where are you taking me? I think I get the hit. No! I didn't know there was a pallet! I'm gonna reset this trap and I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go get them all gens because I'm sure they're on them somewhere. They're upstairs, they're on this gen. That gen's so close to popping. It's probably gonna pop right in front of my face. That was so bad. I'm gonna go in with breath in a second to get back up here. I'm gonna set a trap here because there's a small but possible chance that some idiot. Alright, so he's running towards a whole bunch of traps, and I also see the Steve over here. I don't think he's got nowhere to go. I'm gonna come up here, probably drop down on his head. Oh, he's smarter than that. What? That actually just went through him. Auto aim is selling me, dude. Auto aim is selling me. Got him. Got him. I don't know why I'm looking so bad. That is a lot of pressure on her, and I know where she's at. Got her. Game's over. Where's she going? Gotcha. Alright, now I just need one more hook on her, and the game's over. One more hit. One more hit. Let's go. That's it. GG. See what I mean? This is an in-game build right here. This is an in-game build indeed. Oh, that's our first hook. I feel kind of bad. Our team sold it. Alright, now I'm going to be honest. I do not remember where either of my deaths were at. So, this might take a while. Oh, poor Steve. Poor Laura. That's a GG. GG indeed. That's what I call a video. Hope you guys like the build. Hopefully you guys like trying it out. And if it works for you, let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys have as much success as I had. I swear to God, I had like 3 DCs in a row last night. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.